The figure below shows a triangle inside The figure below shows a triangle inside a circle. AB 8 cm, BC 10 cm, and AC 13 cm. Calculate the area of the triangle ABC. So tumepewa hii triangle, hatuna height. Tunajua tungekuwa na height tungefanya tu a half base times h. Lakini sasa tukipewa hii triangle ambayo ni scale-in, what we do, we use Hero's formula. And the Hero's formula says that area is equal to the square root s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. Right? So that's what it says. So tunataka kujua s ni nini. So s equal to, you find the perimeter of, in fact, the perimeter of the triangle. That is 8 plus 13 plus 10, and then divide by 2. That one gives you s. And that one is going to be 31. Divide by 2. And that is 15.5. So our s is 15.5. Now let us substitute our area equal to the square root of 15.5 into 15.5 minus, you can give, this is our A, B, C. I hope you know how to locate those things. So minus A, our A is 10, and then 15.5 minus B, which is 13, and then 15.5 minus our C, which is 8. So you will realize that this one will give you 1598.43. Ikiwa hivi ni multiplication, so this times this in multiplication, 75. So our area is going to be that 9.98 centimeters square. So the area is as simple as that. So ukiwa na triangle yenye side zote asifanani, you use Hero's formula. Suppose tungekuwa hii triangle ilikuwa hivi, tuko na 4, tuko na 6, na hapa tumepewa 50 degrees. So tukiwa na two sides and an angle included, it is simple. You just use a half times side sin theta, sin the angle. So ukiwa na triangle nataka area na umepewa sides mbili na kuna angle between them, you just use this. So here itakuwa a half times 4 times 6 times sin 50, and you get the answer. Find angle BAC. Angle BAC. Angle BAC. So we are looking for angle A. So we are going to use the cosine rule. We are going to use the cosine rule. So we are going to use the cosine rule to get the angle of this. I hope you know how the cosine rule states. So because we need A, we are going to start by saying that A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. Now you substitute A. Our A is 10. You can see that our A is 10. So you say 10 square is 100, 20 direct, is equal to B. Our B is 13. 13 square is 169 plus C square, which is 64, minus 2BC. So 2BC, which is going to be 2 times 8 times 13 cos A. So 100 is equal to 169 plus 64, itaenda kutupea 233 minus this times this itatupea 208. 28 cos A. So let us like terms together. Hii tutaipeleka pande ingine, itakuwa 100 minus 233 is equal to minus 208 cos A. Now we subtract here, we are going to have minus 133 is equal to minus 208 cos A. Tunataka kutoa hii namba hapa, so you divide by both by negative 208, divide by negative 208. So this one goes. Now we will have negative and negative will go, so we will have 0.6394 is equal to cos A. Cos A. Remember, negative divided by negative is positive, you should know. So to get A, you find angle A is equal to be cos inverse 0.6394. So A itakupea 50.25 degrees. So tumepata angle A like that. The radius of the circle. So we want to get the radius of this circle. To get the radius now, tumepata angle A ni 50.25. Tuko nayo hiyo. So what we are going to use, we are going now to use the sine rule. The sine rule. We know that A, according to the sine rule, divided by sine A will be equal to 2r, to radius. Sine A over that, but we have A, our A is 10. Sine A, that is sine 50.25. We add our A here. And everything here is going to be 2r, right? So we find this one is going to be 10. You just use your calculator. 10 divided by sine 50, the answer is going to be 13.0065, which is equal to 2r. We want radius, not the 2 radius. Therefore, we divide by 2. So the radius of the circle is going to be 6.503 centimeters. That is the radius. Next, we want to calculate the area of the shaded region. Area of the shaded region is obtained by, we calculate the area of the whole circle and then subtract the area of the triangle. The area of the triangle tuko nayo hapa. So what we need now to do is to calculate the area of the circle, because already tumepata radius. So which is 22/7 times our radius 6.503 square. And this one, it gives us 132.92 centimeters square. So this is the area of the circle. So shaded area equal to area of the triangle, area of the circle, area of circle minus area of the triangle. And that one is 132.92 minus 39.98. So itatupea 92.94 centimeters square. That is the area of the shaded region. A straight line L1 has a gradient -1/2 and passes through the point this. Another line L2 passes through the point this and this. Find the equation of L1 in the form of y is equal mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So we have been given the gradient of L1. We have the point. That's very simple. So gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So we take the general point, which is x and y. So the points we have is x, y, this point minus 1, 3, and our gradient is negative half. So we change in y, we say y minus 3 divided by x minus 1, and the answer is going to be negative half. And negative times a negative is going to be positive. Positive. So we cross multiply this and that. We are going to have 2y minus 6 is equal to, this times is going to be negative x. This times is going to be negative 1. Right? So write 2y is equal to, hii ikienda pa itakuwa negative x. Negative 6 ikifika hapa itakuwa plus 6. So tutakuwa na plus 5. See. So y-intercept is equal to 5/2. Gradient of L2. So gradient 2, line 2 what told inapitia kwa 1, 3, negative 3, 4, 5. So kitu ya kwanza tunatafuta kuna point mbili, we must get the gradient and then find the equation. So gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So we are changing 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3 divided by x, which is 4 minus 1. Minus itakuwa 8/3. So the gradient is 8/3 of L2. The equation of L2 in the form of this. So we want to find the gradient, the equation. So we take the general equation, the general point, that is xy. The gradient to nayo need 8/3. And then we take one of the point, either this or this, it depends umechukua gani. So let us take this one, the second. So we are going to say y minus 5 divided by x minus 4 equal to 8/3, which is the gradient. So we solve that, we cross multiply. We are going to have 3y minus 15 is equal to my 8x, itakuwa 8x minus 32 minus 32. So let us like terms together. Kwa sababu tumepewa ax, so tuna make sure x itaanza, y ifuate, halafu c ndio tuweke mwisho c 0. No, you must adhere to the instructions given. If you write your own way, you get 0 at the final answer. So let us kwanza hii ikikuja pande hii itakuwa, so utakuwa na 3y, hii ikuja hapa itakuwa plus 32, so tutakuwa na plus 17 equal to 8x. So nataka tulete hii pande hii, so tutakuwa na negative 8x, ikikuja hapa itakuwa negative plus 3y plus 17 equal to 0. So we have written this equation the form we were told. X inaanza, y inafuata, c inafuata, halafu 0 inamalizia. So ukiona uwezi wacha hii ikiwa negative, this is as good as you introduce a negative in this equation. We will have negative 8 times negative 1, we are going to have 8x. Negative is equal to 0. Hata hii na hii bado iko sawa. The equation of a line passing through a point this and is perpendicular to, there is another line that is perpendicular to line 2 and it passes through this point. So if it is perpendicular to line 2, we know the relationship between perpendicular line. So let us get the gradient of that line. Let me even call it line 3. So L3 gradient yake tutaita M3. So M3 times M2, the answer should be negative 1. But that is M3 times 8/3, which is this L2, the answer should be negative 1. So you realize that the gradient M3 itakuwa negative 3/8, the reciprocal of that. So tushapata gradient ya M3. Now it is passing through, so we are going to say y minus 5 over x minus 0. The answer is negative 3 over 8. Cross multiply, we are going to have 8y minus 40 is equal to minus 3x. So tumeambiwa uniform, hatuambiwa uniform, so this one can be 8y is equal to minus 3x plus 40. Nimechukua hiyo on this side. And then now, what else? We can do what? You can leave this here because hatukupewa instruction, or you divide by 8 everywhere. So we are going to have y is equal to minus 3 over 8x plus 5. This one is also okay, and this one is okay. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu hatukuambiwa instructions kama hii ama hii. Calculate the acute angle that L2 makes with the x-axis, the acute angle. Anytime you are asked to calculate the acute angle of a line, get the gradient of that line. Ukiambiwa calculate the acute angle of a line, get the gradient of that line. So once you get the gradient of that line, you should know that tan theta is equal to that gradient of that line. Is equal to the gradient. Sawa sawa. Hiyo ndio formula. Tan theta is equal to the gradient of that line, whichever line you are given. So get the gradient of line 2. The gradient of line 2 is 8 over 3. Is 8 over 3. So we are saying tan theta is equal to 8 over 3. So to get theta, we are going to find the tan inverse of 8 over 3. Tan inverse of 8 over 3. And then you realize that your answer, theta, is equal to 69.44 degrees.